Opening night, always a lot of fun for a broadcaster. But what's it like as a player?
Well, no matter how many years you have in the league, opening night creates more butterflies than any other night. You want to make that great first impression for sure, but you're also really excited that it starts to count.
And are you nervous right now?
A tad, Ryan, a tad.
Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. We've got P.J. Washington. Darius Garland is out there with Jaden Ivey. Then it's Andre Drummond, and it's Randolph in at the power forward spot. And the Pistons with possession here. Inside. Randolph gets the bucket.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Here's Dimon. Here's Iverson. Hits the trifecta. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
You know, Ivy.
Garland against Horford with the teardrop. Pass to Randolph. Detroit moving the ball around. Ivy outside. Just 5 to shoot. Randolph misses.
Yeah, if you get that close to the rim, you have to capitalize. Tough to see him come up short there.
Horford outside. Here's Iverson. Doesn't go that time. Washington with the ball. No good on that one. And he sinks the second. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Horford outside. Here's Iverson. Back to Horford. Pass to Turkoglu. Fires for 3. Have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Garland looking around. Here's Randolph. The shot comes out. Horford with some nice D. Pass to Dimon. Here's Iverson, guarded by Garland. To the paint to stop the drought. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Yeah, just a nice show of force by Collins, taking it all the way to the rim and flushing it home.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Garland. Here's Randolph. Horford covering. Here's Randolph. Shoots over Horford. Randolph misses.
When it goes in, it looks pretty. When it doesn't, you question the shot difficulty.
Horford outside. Here's Dimon. He's scoreless. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Now here's Garland. Pass to Ivy. Back to Garland. And he's going for the oop here. And Drummond with the jam.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Iverson passes to Horford. Here's Turkoglu. The shot. Good. And it's Horford who picks up the assist.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Detroit calls timeout. And here's a look now at who shot the ball the best during last season's campaign. Fifth best, Andre Drummond.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Outside Garland. Three-pointer. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. The Kings have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Williamson passes to Iverson. Over Ivy. Iverson can't hit. The Pistons shooting about 43% since tip-off. Pass to Lambier. And he banks in the layup.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
The Kings trailing. Here's Iverson. Collins. It's good on the putback.
A tremendous athlete. Collins showing his quickness to the ball and taking advantage of the second chance opportunity.
On the wing, Ivy. The shot by Drummond, no good. The Kings have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Here's King. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
To the wing on the left. Outside Garland. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Pass to King. And here's Williamson. Collins with a screen on Drummond. Williamson passes to Collins. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
They're one of the bright young stars in this league. Collins is aggressive, and he makes plays.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of this game. First free throw is good. Demon, he's checked in for Sacramento. Detroit also making some changes. Grant's checked in for Drummond. Washington comes in for Ivy. And it's Parker in for Garland. And he makes both free throws. The Pistons trailing. To the inside. Puts it up. And that's good. Off the glass that time. Lambier's gotten his second bucket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The Kings have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Collins passes to Williamson. Collins with a screen on Grant. Back to Collins. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
Parker outside. There's a screen. Pass to Lambier. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Lambier's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
From deep three-point land. No good. Misses at the buzzer. It's all tied in Sacramento. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you think about the Kings here, guys?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
We've got Zion Williamson. He's out there with Walker Kessler, and it's Stuckey in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Here's Dimon. No made baskets yet. To the middle. Here's Williamson. Oh, look at Zion. So solid inside.
A monster down low. Zion is scary.
And the Pistons shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. Back to Parker. Grant outside. Poke loose. Lambier passes to Graham. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Clock at 4. Washington right side. Jacks up with 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And while they were regarded as the better team, they actually lost the season series last year. Of course, matchups play a big part in that.
And the Kings shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Williamson passes to King. Down low. And it's Dimon missing. For Detroit, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Parker finds Kennard, and the shot goes in. Kennard's got 4 points now in the quarter. All right, Tim, let me get your thoughts on this NBA rule change. End of quarter heaves don't count toward a player's three-point percentage.
I love it. My paycheck directly reflected my shooting percentage. So we've seen players purposely let that thing go a split second after the horn. I think we should encourage guys to try to make that shot.
Nothing better than the false hustle, let it fly after the buzzer went off. Not anymore, though.
Absolutely. Very, very true.
Here's Stuckey. No points so far. To the inside. Here's Kessler. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Detroit calls timeout. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Inside, here's Randolph. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And the Pistons lead by 2.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Pass to Iverson. Here's Dimon. Kessler a screen. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Dimon missing.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Ivy. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Oh, so determined. Ivy just keeps coming at you.
For Sacramento, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Dimon. There's a screen. True on the 14-footer. Dimon's got his first basket.
Well, the defense has no one to blame but themselves there. Another open look.
Ivy outside. Pass to Parker. Fires the 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Lets the 3 fly. Williams grabs the board. The Kings have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. From downtown, look at Zion showcasing the range.
Locked in and ready to go. They put the ball in Zion's hands, and he fires.
Parker outside. They set the pick. Washington outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Randolph. Count the basket. Randolph's got 6.
Well, he's raising the stakes here in the second quarter and being more efficient in the process.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
Yeah, it gives you a chance right here to reset, get everybody back on the same page so you can execute.
So for the Pistons, Kennard comes in for Washington, and Darius Garland subbed in for Parker. Now Collins. Give him 8. Pass to Iverson. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Iverson's got his second bucket of the night.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Lambeer. Horford covering. Here's Turkoglu. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
And he knocks down the first one. Andre Drummond is checked in for Detroit. Washington comes in for Kennard. He does not get the second one. Pistons trail by 3. Garland with the ball. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Ivy. Here's Randolph. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Collins. Garland for 3. Collins with the rebound. The Kings lead by 3. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Iverson off the mark there with a 3.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Garland, the pass to Randolph. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
What's up? For 1.
41 seconds left in the second. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Pass to Stuckey. Puts up a 3. Pure from three-point range. Stuckey's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Outside Garland. Here's Randolph. Collins defending. Fades back. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Kings ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome to for the Celtics. They'll be up against the Nuggets out in Denver. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time is the tip-off. Moving on, let's look at how these Pistons are doing. That first half was close.
They found an advantage in the...
And that is going to do...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And it's Detroit with the ball. They trail by 3, setting the floor for the Pistons. Jaden Ivey is out there with Darius Garland. Then it's Andre Drummond. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Randolph in at the 4-man position. Horford with some nice D.
That's an awesome defensive effort. A great contest right at the rim.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Over to the wing. Here's Randolph. Rebound by Sacramento.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
Pass to Iverson. And the three off target. Ivy, left side. Another shot. And he takes it up and lays it in. Randolph's got 11 points.
And that is their first make of the third. Let's see if that gets them going.
Here's Iverson. The three. Randolph grabs the miss.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
And it's in there. He's got 6.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Iverson. The three is up. Randolph grabs the miss. Randolph's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Now here's Ivy to the middle. And he jams it home with authority. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Horford outside. Pass to Turkoglu. All alone. And he hits the jumper for 2. Turkoglu's got 4 points this quarter.
Great use of the bounce pass right there, setting up his teammate.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Randolph. Horford covering. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Al Horford. When we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handling.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line.
Well, they had a chance to take the lead, but at least he tied it up.
Here's Dimon. Pass to Iverson. Looking to get it going. And that one is hammered home.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. The Pistons have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Garland, the pass to Drummond. Ivy outside. Fade away. They grab their own miss. And Drummond with the jam.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Sacramento has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Iverson. Here's Dimon. Collins with a screen on Garland. Here's Iverson. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Iverson's got 10 points in the game.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
Ivy outside. Counted from distance. Ivy's got his third basket on the night right there.
Yeah, well, Ivy is working towards being a consistent three-point scorer, and the results speak for themselves.
Here's Turkoglu. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so Garland will bring it up for Detroit. They lead by 1. Pass to Drummond. Outside Garland. Clock at 6. From behind the arc. And Detroit another three.
When Garland finds a three-point shot, he takes it. Supremely confident in his abilities.
Horford outside. Here's Iverson from the arc. Washington grabs the miss.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
To the paint. Here's Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Pass to Iverson. Collins with a screen on Garland. Iverson passes to Collins. From the high post. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And it's an 8-point Detroit lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Substituting on court.
Kings trail by 8. Stuckey, pass to Collins. Here's Stuckey, guarded by Garland. Collins a screen. Here's Stuckey. It's good from the top of the key. Stuckey's got his second basket of the night. The Pistons have gone 8 of 12 from the floor in the third quarter. Grant finds Kennard. Now Washington. Back to Kennard. 6 to shoot. Pass to Lambier. And there's another one for the Pistons.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Stuckey, pass to Kessler. Williamson outside. Back to Kessler. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pistons.
Substituting on court.
And it's Detroit with the ball. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Kennard outside. Here's the pick. From 13. And he hits the jumper. Kennard's got 6 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Williamson right side. Ooh, Zion with the flush.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons earning this break in the action, up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Zion Williamson out there with Walker Kessler. Then it's Dimon, and it's King in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kessler. Both free throws good from Kessler. Detroit leading by 8. And here's Parker. Pass to Lambier. Here's Randolph. Detroit moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Lambier passes to Parker. Launches it. Kessler with a rebound.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Picked by Williamson. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possessions.
Now here's Ivy. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Lambier. Oh, Kessler with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
substitution for the Kings.
Kicks it out to Kennard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a quick look at how the Sacramento Kings schedule is shaping up. On Thursday, then on Tuesday, they continue the road trip.
And you know, for that matchup with the Magic, that's one to watch for. NBA season. I'm really interested in how those teams match up this early in the season.
There's a screen. Going inside. Damn it, that's good.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
Here's Randolph. Over Williamson. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
To the inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
And their all-around play has been the key to chipping away at this deficit.
Now here's Ivy. Parker outside. Back to Ivy. To get back on track. And the three-pointer goes. And the Pistons lead by 4.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Pass to Iverson. And he's going for the lob. Parker outside. They set the pick. Here's Lambier. Collins defending. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
The Pistons call timeout.
Taking 2 shots. Detroit calls timeout. It's time for T-shirts. That's right, everybody. Who wants a free T-shirt? We've got T-shirts. Who wants one? Get up and get loud. Who wants a free?
And the Pistons making a change here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well during the last break, I heard Mike D'Antoni as he talked with the team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them, leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Horford outside. Pass to Turkoglu. With a 9-footer, connects. The jumper drops.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Outside Garland. Ivy outside. Drummond with the screen. Out of bounds. It'll be Kings ball. And the Pistons making a change here. Kings trail by 4. Here's Iverson. To the middle. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist. Iverson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Outside Garland. Now Ivy. Shot clock at 5. Oh, it doesn't go.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Outside Horford. To tie it up. Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
And it's Garland with the ball for Detroit. Knocked away. Now the Kings in transition. The acrobatic double clutch finish. Wow.
Just enormous, guys. With time winding down, goes for the steal, and then off to the races.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter. He doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 17-5 run. Here's Iverson, guarded by Garland. Collins. Oh, the stuff!
And the confidence Collins has is impressive. Doesn't feel any pressure taking these big shots. And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
The Pistons call timeout. Now here's Garland. Here's Randolph. Oh, Horford there with a board.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Here's Iverson. Here's a pass to Horford. A thunderous two-hander with authority.
Look at Horford just rocketing off the floor, putting the defense on notice with a big dunk.
The Pistons have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Tries it from 7. Ooh, it doesn't go.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Let's loose for 3. It's money from deep.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Horford with a steal. Now Collins. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
Stop it. An incredible move to shake his man. Getting the defender on his heels, doing the rest with ease.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
Coming up next, the Suns taking on the Lakers. For the Suns, the journey of a new season starts now. The challenges of the past have become fuel to create a path to success. Lakers, Suns is next, right after this. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Fox is out there with Johnson. Then it's Olajuwon. Then it's Thompson. And it's Hendricks in at the 4. Now here's Wallace. Ray Allen is on the wing. Clark, there's so much excitement for these teams and for their fan bases on day one of the season.
That's typical for all fan bases on the opening day of the season. I mean, the whole season is in front of you. Optimism runs high for just about everybody.
Here's Thompson. Ray Allen picking up that last bat.
Oh, man!
What a finish!
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Now here's Wallace. Pass to Rizichet. There's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Allen finds Wallace. Now Rizichet. Over Thompson. And that one's good. Rizichet.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Fox passes to Johnson. Fox with the screen for Johnson. Thompson outside. Shoots over Rizichet. The shot by Thompson, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. Last year, getting it done. 15th in field goal percentage. And amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And as you said, one of the more efficient scorers in the league last season. He showed great shot selection, terrific efficiency, and more often than not, he got it in there. Outside, Fox. Out to Thompson, fires for 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olajuwon. With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Suns third, the 4th spot held by the Lakers.
And it's no secret that both of these teams rely heavily on the three-point shot. That was the case last year. Look at those numbers.
Pass to Rizichet. The 3 hits it from three-point range. Rizichet's got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Fox passes to Thompson. Back to Fox. Pass to Thompson. Takes a 3. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Now, Rizichet. Towns sets the pick for Rizichet. Towns with the bucket.
When coaches talk about starting fast, this is what they mean.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And the Lakers making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Johnson outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
Wallace looking for an opening. To the paint. Pass to Dampier. It's stolen by Olajuwon. Here's Fox. Plays it in off the breakaway.
A part of what makes Olajuwon so unique among centers. Makes a great read, then has the athleticism and quickness to make the play.
Now here's Wallace. Scoreless thus far. Just 5 to shoot. Allen with it. Picked up by Olajuwon.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Fox passes to Hendricks. Pass to Johnson. Over Allen. Dampier pulls it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Back to Johnson. Fires the three. And the Lakers with another miss. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Strickland. Wallace covering. Here's Fox. Here's Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Well, Magic is simply that good and that smooth. Even while being fouled, he gets it up and down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And some changes here for the Lakers. Carroll's checked in, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Allen. Martin's checked in for Phoenix. Young comes in for De'Aaron Fox. Now, here's Johnson. And the foul on Magic Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. .114 left here in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Johnson, the pass to Olajuwon. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Now, here's Johnson. And Carroll gets it to go.
Look at Johnson shaking up the defense with the pick and roll. Moving the pieces around like a chess player to find the right play.
Johnson outside. Olajuwon trying to break free. Johnson's shot is off.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
Doncic dishes to Wallace. Back to Doncic. Here's Ricochet. Off target from outside. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Strickland. He's guarded by Johnson. Johnson left side. Here's Strickland. Here's a line. And right as the buzzer sounded, he just dunked it right down. Wow!
And great move there to ensure they end the quarter on a strong note.
Yeah, really strong move to the rim as well. Sometimes you'll opt for the layup, but not this time.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. We'll get underway just after this short break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
They've got Magic Johnson. Miles Turner out there with Doncic. Then there's Cason Wallace. And it's Carroll in at the 5, down low. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
The energy Magic brings to his offensive game is undeniable. His passion and joy in playing, palpable. No way for the defender to keep up with him there.
Here's Strickland, still without a basket. Lets the 3 fly. Goes back up. Olajuwon can't hit. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Down low. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
And a lot gets said about Turner's defensive impact, but he's been cultivating his offensive game as well, becoming a bigger threat in that regard.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Lakers leading by 4. Here's Johnson. Magic Johnson pushing through the contact.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Olajuwon. Rebounded by the Lakers. Doncic right side. Here's Towns. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
At 7 feet tall, Towns knows how to use all of that frame, including drawing fouls.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Carroll's checked in. And it's Reza Shea in for Doncic. And Phoenix also making a switch. Johnson, he's checked in for Cam Whitmore. Now here is Martin. Hasn't made one yet.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
Lakers leading by 5. Johnson outside. Here's the 3. Magic nails the 3-ball.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Suns have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Martin wide open. He fires. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Thursday, they'll head home to take on the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the San Antonio Spurs.
And for that game against the Hawks, that's one to watch for. 4th contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm interested in how those teams match up in the early part of this year.
Now here's Wallace. Pass to Johnson. Carroll with a screen on Johnson. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Ray Allen is checked in for Johnson. And Phoenix also making a switch. Fox is checked in. Now here is Martin. He has 6. Johnson with a screen on Towns. 18 feet out. And again, it's the Suns missing. Lakers leading by 5. Allen passes to Wallace. Towns sets the pick for Wallace. Now Reza Shea. Going inside. Pass to Carroll. Olajuwon with the block.
Boy, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender and rim protector. Really excels at slapping shots away.
Fox passes to Martin. And here is Johnson. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Olajuwon. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Hey, it's inexcusable not putting a body on the king. I mean, you deserve to get cooked when you don't do that.
To the inside. Pass to Carroll. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Olajuwon. Here's Johnson. And it's Johnson again missing.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And that one's good. Ricochet.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Magic Johnson, he checked in for Cason Wallace. And Phoenix also making a switch. Valanciunas has checked in. Thompson finds Fox. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
First in points off turnovers, second in steals. And they were ranked 3rd in three-point shooting. They can burn you from deep as well as they shot it. The three-pointer really has become the focal point of their offense.
And those points off turnovers, GA, that ranking tells you a lot about how aggressive they were last season, causing problems with their defense and then attacking. Now, here's Johnson. 10 points for him. Pass to Ricochet. Back to Johnson. It's Allen on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Thompson. Allen's shot is off. Suns trail by 6. Johnson kicks to Thompson. Outside, Fox. Martin with a screen on Allen. Inside. And it's Martin missing. Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Pass to Ricochet. No good from outside.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Fox, the bounce pass. Martin for 3. Carroll with the rebound.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Eric Dampier's checked in for the Lakers. Cason Wallace comes in for Johnson. No good on the second free throw. Suns trail by 7. Thompson dishes to Fox. Pass to Hendricks. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Hendricks has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Wallace, the pass to Allen. Here's Ricochet. That one off the back iron and out. Thompson dishes to Johnson. Over Allen. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers on top. They're up by 4. 2K Sports. Back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in? And taking a look back now at the first half of play, the Lakers find themselves in a tight one.
Sometimes it takes every...
And that is it for half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Magic Johnson has done in this game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Johnson is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Asar Thompson. Then it's Olajuwon. And it's Hendricks in at power forward. And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the three from Ray Allen. Johnson against Allen. Outside, Fox. Here's Hendricks. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now, here's Johnson. Count that one. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
Excellent effort that time from Johnson to get that shot up and down through contact.
After Rizashea. That's tipped. Takes the three. Hakeem Olajuwon with the rebound. Olajuwon's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Back to Fox. To the middle. And it's sent back by Dampier.
Dampier can be a dynamic defender, disrupting with his size and length.
Pass to Rizashea. Connects from three-point range. 15 points in the game.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. 4th, the Suns.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. On the wing, Johnson. Fox kicks to Thompson. Pass to Hendricks. Shot clock at 6. Tries again. Can't get the layup.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Basketball is a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. Back to you.
Keeping that edge. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Now here's Wallace. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Rizashea with it, working on Thompson. And it's Rizashea missing. Phoenix has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Lakers. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Olajuwon with a screen on Allen. Here's Johnson, and he banks in the layup. Johnson's got 7 points.
You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
Now Wallace. Allen's got the arc in the third for the Lakers. And so